What was the rest of the question?
Or do you have any superstitions or rituals before you film?
Oh, rituals. Rituals, yeah. I like to just, sit there and do like a relaxation or a breathing exercise. I like to hang over, which means like drop down and let my body hang a little bit and loosen my neck. And that really helps.
Well, I just wanted to repeat a thank you for donations because that's already 24, and that's really like
My
amazing.
gosh. Oh, that's
So,
right. There, even I saw it earlier, but then I forgot it was there. Thank you so
so
much for your donations. This is
thank you,
amazing.
everyone. That's amazing.
It really is.
It's a world record. I think this
Yeah.
is the first time we've had that many. That's great.
Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching and donating.
Now, Parrilla Wishes is wants to ask, what is the thing you look for in a script to consider it a good project?
Hmm. Um, I would say if the story is really great, if it's prevalent to our time and why are we telling this story, if I am moved by it and I care about the characters, and and I feel that it's an important story to tell. So if I'm intrigued by it too, if I'm like captivated and I can't put it down, so I look for all of these, these signs that come with reading scripts.
Oh, that's I think that's really good. I don't know how to say it now. Like, sorry,
Yeah,
I lost the word. I got it on the tip of my tongue, but I can't say it.
I get what you're
Like
meaning.
characteristics.
Yeah, yeah. It's sort of like how to gauge that this is something I want to be a part of, or this is something intriguing and I'm moved by it. Yeah. So you have to look for those things. I've often read scripts where I'm like, I can't get through the first 10 pages. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Puigli is wants to ask, do you have any projects coming up that you're able to tell us about?
Not at the moment, but I was working on a Broadway production, working and training for that. But now Broadway is shut down, and I don't know when it'll be up again. So it seems like that's on a big hold for now. Um, I'm still trying to create my own projects, like a short that I'm directing. There's this movie that I'm a part of, but there's a few things that need to happen there. It's a romantic comedy, so we're like, well, we don't know what's going to happen in the industry. It's a romantic comedy, so it's kissing and hugging and
Yeah,
going to look like.
that's gonna be hard to tape.
Yeah, so everything's kind of like being figured out right now, but there's really nothing to talk about just yet.
Well, I hope that everything opens up soon so you can continue your amazing work.
Thank you. Me
Um,
too. Everyone, for everyone.
this is Lana. Is wondering what has been your favorite scene in Once Upon a Time.
Well, there's so many because I love all my scenes with Jared, who played Henry, and I love working with him. He was like my son on the show the whole time, and those moments with him were really wonderful. And I think anytime we had well, the first season was just wonderful. Any Snow White evil queen scenes I really loved because it's that classic story. And anytime we got to play like some of those iconic scenes from the story that we know and from the movie that we've seen, those felt like really special moments.
Now, Jojo Check on says, "What was your first job before becoming an actress?" And then, well, I'll tell you the second question later.
Okay, so I had many jobs before I became an actress. In fact, you know Amaury Nolasco, right? You
Yeah.
know So Amaury and I used to work at a place called the Conga Room. So he and I have known each other since we were 21 years old, old friends. And I was a waitress there, and he was a bartender. I was a cocktail waitress. And I worked at another restaurant where I was a cocktail waitress. I worked at for a catering company. I also worked for I was a cigar girl at a bar. And a lot of these jobs, when you're in the industry, when you're like trying to get your break, you take a lot of these jobs too because there's a lot of flexibility with being a server and working in these industries. There's a lot of flexibility because a lot of this stuff happens at night. So you have your whole days open to go to auditions and go to classes and do things like that. So it was very convenient to take on a lot of waiting jobs so I could support my career. And then once I started working in the industry, I was 21 years old. I quit all those jobs, but I had 4 jobs at the same time, all support
Wow.
my acting classes and like I have to pay my rent and the car and
Suppose
so
that was complicated.
it was a lot. I didn't sleep a lot, but I was younger, and so I could, I can handle not sleeping as much. But I also my very very first job, I worked at Blockbuster, which was a video store where you would go and rent movies, and you would rent them for 3 to 7 days, and you would watch these movies at home. And they don't have them anymore, but it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot about film then. And I was 16 when I started working there, so I've been working for a long time.
I think that if I had like the slightest lack of sleep, I would be like in Spanish y insoportable. I can't like they wouldn't be able to stand me.
You would be like
I'd be
hard to
like locked up in my room and
from and like
just for like
can't be
here's the
bothered.
food.
Leave the food by the door.
Yeah.
I,
Um.
we all need sleep. Our brain needs to rest.
Yeah. Well. Jojo Chekon also asks, "Do you have any hidden talents?"
Well, I started doing a lot of martial arts, and that's something that I really really love. I'm pretty good with music. I'm not a professional like at playing any instrument per se, but I'm very musical. And when I was younger, I used to be able to play many songs on the piano. But I gave that up, and I also could play the guitar, but it's also again been a long time. I put that down. There's a lot of things that I was really into that I put down, and painting was one of them. I used to paint all the time, and I used to sketch and draw all the time. And I would say everything that I did was mostly like art related. And I know how to ride horses, so that's another thing.
Wow. Um.
So
I like we have horses like literally because they're like our sorry our backyard there's like a like we have like after like the wall of the backyard there's like a field of horses from somebody who lives like right in front of us,
mm,
and sometimes we give them like carrots from over from between the bars. It's like here. And there's like it's like a row of houses, and each one gives each horse a different name. So it's quite confusing because you hear somebody say nieve nieve, you hear, and then the next one say Jose. The next one says
or
I don't know, Peter. Each one has a different name for them, and it's crazy.
what did you name them?
We named them Snow. Well, because there's like white one, a brown one, and like a small black pony. We
Hmm.
named the white one Snow, the pony Cole, and the brown one we haven't given him a name yet because he like literally just came a few months
Oh.
ago. He's new to the field. So we'll go ahead with the quick fire questions, which we do to all of our global gifters. Basically, you have to answer with the first thing that comes to mind, and well, yeah, that's it. The first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
What What is your favorite word?
My favorite word is passion.
I think that's a really nice word. Usually we hear words like love and something that's really original. I think I'm going to join that. It's a really nice word.
Great.
So, what is your least favorite word?
Ugly.
And
Not
what does it mean? Well, sorry. Were you going to say something? I think I
I
cut you off. Sorry. What does it mean to be a global gifter in one word?
honor.
Well, we're global gifters. Would you mind saying you're a global gifter just for the record?
Yeah, no, I have my shirt upstairs. I don't know why I'm not in it. I was like,
No,
oh,
just I was just wondering if you could say that you're a global gifter just for the record if they
oh,
do.
I'm sorry. I am a global gifter.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is the one thing you like the most to do at home?
Probably snuggle Lola.
Aww.
Yeah, I do. She's probably over me, but I love cuddling my dog.
If we try cuddling our dog, he's probably gonna start like scratching us, but nipping our clothes. So I don't think that end well.
And I love cooking as well.
Um, what it what sound or noise do you love?
Laughter.
And what sound or noise do you hate?
Screaming.
I think that the sound I like least is the neighbor's sound because I think everybody hates that sound.
I heard someone screaming the other day and it scared me. And it sounded like they were in need of help. And it always worries me because you can like, oh God, what's happening? And you don't know. And so and then you want to help them, but you also don't know where they are.
Yeah, and then
So
you don't know if they're just like playing or pretending or I don't know.
yeah, I heard someone scream, help me. And I was like, and I was with two of my friends, and it was like we were walking up the street and we literally went, we're here to help you. We're here to help you. And like, I don't know, all of a sudden it stopped. And then we were like, is someone arguing with the loved one? And they were having a moment. So we didn't really understand, but we never found them and they stopped and they never yelled again. But it scared me so that when I hear that, it's like, it's worrisome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes. What's your favorite food?
Ooh, this is a tough one because I love food. I would say I'm really craving Italian right now, so I might say a meatball sub sandwich. Yeah. I love Italian. I'm half Italian and half Puerto Rican. So I love arroz con gandules and I love meatballs and I love spaghetti and I love hamburgers. It's a hard one for me to answer.
Yeah. Do you think you're more of a sweet person or a salty person?
Ooh, I would go with sweet.
I think I like salty more. I don't know, almonds and all of that. I can't.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
gonna
that.
go with that.
I like a banana. I like apples. I like chocolate.
What's the first thing you're going to do when we go back to normal life?
Oh gosh, I am going to hug my family as tight as I possibly can and kiss their faces.
Um, and what is the most important thing we should be learning from this?
Ah, that we should never take anything for granted. that the luxuries of in life, being able to go to a movie, being able to go to a baseball game or a soccer game or a concert, these are beautiful gifts that the world has to offer, and that we should never take things for granted, and we should never take our relationships with the people that love us most for granted.
Definitely.
We never know what's going to happen and how long people are going to be around.
Yeah,
So
life can take like suddenly like.
yeah, we've had some friends who've lost their parents because of the coronavirus, and it's tragic. And so, you don't realize, like, you should really take the time to tell people you love them as much as you can and how much you appreciate them.
I love you, Mom.
What makes you smile?
What makes me smile? You both right now are making me smile.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
really do. I love children, and they always bring a big smile to my face. And I've had so many kids in my life, and they bring me a lot of joy. And also, what makes me smile is when I see people helping others, like all these people that are global, gifting right now, and
Yeah.
these donations. It warms my heart to see how generous people are.
Thank you so much. We already have 32 donations.
I
That's
know, incredible, guys. Thank you so much.
great. Thank you, everyone.
Truly.
Uh, so, what's your dream for the world?
Peace. Peace. No wars. To end all wars. To for everyone to fully accept people for who they are and not push their judgments or religions or perspectives onto others, and just respect everyone for their choices and you know um, their beliefs, and not to control and fix other people. You know, I think that's something that I would like to see, and I guess really that all equals peace, love, and acceptance and respect. Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow, that's another donation. Thank you, everyone.
My gosh.
I would just want to say that everybody in Casa Global Gift or all these other charities that are currently having a hard time, they're gonna like have a lot of a less harder time thanks to you guys. So that's great. Now with some more fan questions. These ones are more personal. So lots of fans are wondering if after COVID you'll be in Netherlands, Barcelona, Russia, Paraguay, Argentina. Do you have any traveling plans?
Right now, it seems like no one's traveling at all this year. And that's been very, very heartbreaking. One of my favorite things to do is travel and see the fans all over the world, go to these conventions and connect with them again. And it feels like there's a big hole in my heart right now because I haven't been able to see anybody this year. And so there's like an empty space. And I think the only thing I'm really going to do is probably drive to see my family. I was hoping to go to New York, but right now New York is a mess, so I won't be going there. So currently there are no travel plans. If I do anything, I'll probably get in my car and drive up north to Northern California, where it's so pretty, and enjoy Big Sur or Carmel and drive along the ocean. But other than that, I'm staying put.
We used to live in California, for example. Like
Did
we
you?
lived there for 4 years, almost five, and then we went back to Spain.
Where did you live in California?
Irvine, next to LA. Well, close to LA, not next. It's quite far. That's where
Did,
we learned to speak English.
I understand. Did you know that I lived?
Yeah. Well, when I was investigating about you, I read that.
I lived in Granada for like 5 months, and
Really?
and my Spanish was much better 12 years ago. Right now, I'm like, oh, but I was watching some of your interviews, and I was watching some of them, and I was like, I understand a lot of what they're saying.
Um,
I
well,
understand.
speaking of speaking Spanish, some fans were wondering, if you could speak a little bit in Spanish. Could you?
No puedo hablar mucho porque no entiendo mucho, pero no hablo bien.
Oh, wow.
It's like my es como así, así, es no perfecto. Y tengo muchas complicadas.
Sí,
I have
no me sale
a,
la palabra tampoco.
sí, con pasado y futuro. The
Um,
tense, I'm like,
yeah,
ah,
like tenses.
sí, I just don't remember. No recuerdo mucho.
Well,
Y
that's amazing. Um,
so,
well, that's really great.
not bad.
Not bad at all. Well, Lana Parrilla, Brazil, I wanted to ask, who is the first person you want to hug when everything goes back to normal?
My mom. My mom. I want to kiss her face.
Hmm.
I saw my aunt the other day, but it was very social distance, and I didn't want to get too close or hug her too tight. And I was a little bit nervous because they're older, you know. But I've actually been tested for COVID now 3 times because I just wanted to make sure, and I didn't want to I want to make sure that I didn't have anything that was negative in case I did come, close to anybody. And so I feel really good that I've been now diagnosed 3 times and it's been negative. But my mom, I still worry about because we all have asthma in the family, and I don't want anything to happen to her. So I've been keeping my distance, even though I did spend Mother's Day with her. But we were in the park with Lola and with our masks on. So, but I look forward to just hugging my mom.
Like right now we moved to phase one, which basically means that we can see each other, but of course maintaining like our distances. And I think it's been really great to be able to see our family. So I
Good.
hope you can be able to hug her soon.
Thank you. Me too. Actually going to see my nephew. He's coming soon, and I'm really excited to see him. So, but it's like that thing, because he's a kid, so I'm like, you could be, your immune system's so much stronger. So we're trying to be really cautious.
So Lana Parrilla wants to ask, what are the 3 things on your bucket list?
I want to go to Egypt. I've always wanted to go there. Is it places that I want to visit or things I want to do? I'd love to.
I think she's speaking in general.
Oh, okay. I want to go to Machu Picchu and climb. Hope my lungs could do that. And I'd like to. I'd like to live on a boat for a period of time on the sea, for even if it's just 2 weeks, with the option of being submerged and being in a submarine of some kind. Maybe like the bottom is glass and the top isn't, but I was just so fascinated by ocean life. And even though I have my scuba diving certificate, oh, that's another thing. I guess it's another special skill. Um, I love scuba diving, but I always wanted to be a marine biologist, not just an actor.
I
And
love boats.
yeah, too. I love the ocean, and I love being on the water, and there's just something so serene and calming about it. And I love like the fish in the ocean, and the world is so interesting down there. I'd like to see more of it.
Um, Bex Ginatti says that what's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you.
Oh gosh. Okay. I have a really funny story. Do you know who Bill Clinton is? Bill
What?
Clinton, our presidents.
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Clinton. So I was working on a show called Boomtown, and he was coming to the studio where we all filmed. And somehow the producers set up a visit with him. And so I knew that we were meeting him that night, and everyone was taking a photo with him as a cast. And so I went home and got ready and started getting ready, and then my phone rings, and I answer, and it's Bill Clinton. And he's talking to me and he's asking me all these questions like, when are you going to get here? We're all waiting for you. I've been so excited to meet you. I love the show. I can't wait till you get here. Are you close by? I was like, oh my God. I was like, I thought we were meeting you in 30 minutes. I'll hurry up and I'll be there right away. So I get all my stuff together and I'm rushing down there. And I get there and I pull in and I park the car and I see my cast and I'm like, you guys wouldn't believe what just happened. And I tell them that Bill Clinton called and everything that he said. And they all start laughing at me. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, and I said, what are you laughing at? And then my co-star, Gary Basaraba, starts doing his Bill Clinton impersonation. And I was like, you bugger.
Oh my goodness.
Got me. He really, really got me. And everyone, the whole cast thought it was the most funniest thing. And he did such a great Bill impersonate. He was such a great Bill impersonator. I've never heard impersonation like that before. I was totally convinced that it was Bill Clinton who called me. And it was not. He had probably never even seen our show, but we did get to take a picture with him. And of course, he didn't recognize any of us. So it was a big, big joke on Lana.
Well, I sincerely, if they did that to me, I would never talk to them again. I'd be like,
You're like, you know what?
away, walk away.
Longer friends. Yeah, he got me. And all the guys were in on it. I was like, oh, of course. It's really funny.
Parrilla Goddess and XX Millie XX and Regina Geller. All three of them are want to ask, what is your all-time favorite song?
That's impossible. Never answer that question. My all-time favorite song? Huh. I don't even know. I mean,
I have like a terrible time trying. They ask me that, and I'm like,
so difficult. I would say there's, if I pick the one I had with my father, then I feel like I'm not being fair to my mom. If I pick the one I have with my mom, I'm not being fair to my father. One of my, Joni Mitchell and Marvin Gaye and Bob Marley, they're all so prolific and beautiful. I can't answer that. I don't have a favorite song. I have many, many favorite songs that I love. And all those artists that I just named are three of my favorite artists. How's that for an answer?
That's perfect. I would probably have to say the same because my mom and dad like completely different types of music. And then like the same with each one, they have like the specific song, and it's like.
I share a Stevie Wonder song with my dad. I share a Elton John song with my mom. And then there's like all these memories around Marvin Gaye and Fleetwood Mac and Rolling Stones. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah.
Miss Denwick and Riazana, Riazana, and Lana Seville Feather ask, what inspires you most?
I guess when I see people being creative um, and I see projects coming into fruition, and that inspires me because I go, you know what? People are doing it. I can do it too. And I think a lot of people feel like, oh, I can never do that. How could I do it? I can never do what they're doing. And anytime I watch like great performances or a great dancer perform, or, you know, it's like it gives me, it inspires me. It makes me want to like, wait a second, maybe I can learn the piano. Maybe I can learn how to sing. Maybe I could do that. So when I see great performances or people doing things that interest me, it elevates me. I rise to the occasion and challenge myself to see if I could do the same thing or, you know, create something different. But that's something that's creative. I love being creative. I'm an artist. So, you know, but I'm also like, after this, last night, after watching a lot of your interviews, I thought, I really need to get back to my Spanish. So you inspired me when I was watching your interviews.
I'm an inspiration.
You
Yay!
are absolute inspiration. Beyond, both of you are. Being here doing these interviews, it's incredible.
Oh, thank you. Um, and I just want to say that I checked. I just like I'm looking at the donation thing, and my mind's blown. There's already 48
My
donations.
gosh,
That's amazing.
that is amazing. Thank you all
And
so much.
and I think I saw a comment before that said that they can't donate. I'm not sure, but I think it's because you have to either reload the app, actualize it. I think it could be that, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it's that. Well,
Yeah.
we
Or
have
if they
we have
can't
an
here, is there another place where they can donate?
yes, I was gonna say that at the end, but of course there's you like either in the there's a link in our bio in where you can visit our website, or you could go to www.casaglobalgift.org or globalgiftfoundation.org, and basically that's it.
Sorry,
So
my
thank
you're
you
like,
everyone. If you donated or if you want to help, that's really amazing. Um, now to like we have this other question. Well, that's not a question, but Il Chocolato di Remos is telling us that it's her birthday, and she's wondering if you could say happy birthday, Tatiana.
happy birthday, Tatiana. Hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Mwah.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Well, last two fan questions. We have Regina Geller and Black Flowers is wondering what's your personal favorite item from the Regal Boutique. Sorry, I forgot to say these last two questions are in relation to keep it regal.
Oh, you mean what? I'm sorry. What are
What's
my
your
favorite?
favorite item from the Regal Boutique?
Oh, well, actually, I a couple of things. It's funny because I actually had some here in case you were going to ask about it. I was like, well, let's just I can.
You read our minds.
One of my favorite things is this hoodie. I think the hoodies are really, really comfortable and they're so fun, and they're super like flashy and fun. The
It's
because
really cool.
this is a bandana, and I fold it a certain way. Everyone knows I like to wear these little scarves, but it's like a cute little stylish, you know, accessory. Um, and those are probably like these, and the masks I wear every day. I don't have one here right now, but it's on the website keepitregal.net, so you can go there and you can look at the masks. But there's some really cool stuff, and I'm going to be releasing some new hats today, some
Oh,
new colors.
cool.
I'll
Do
be
you ship
posting.
to Spain?
Hmm?
Do you ship to Spain?
Yeah, we ship to Spain. We
Well,
absolutely.
we're going to order some t-shirts.
We have youth sizes. We have youth t-shirts and hoodies.
That's perfect.
And we have, this is fun, we have these fun hats that I'm going to show today. So we have these pink hats, we have these white hats, and they come in all different, there's like the snapbacks, and then they also have these like other sort of like sporty kind of hats, you see?
Well,
So that, yeah, so we can, you know, you can check out the site and see what there's some really cute hoodies for you and your brother, both of you. You'll love it.
we'll check it. Definitely. And so is my mom. My mom's like, me too, me too, me too. So,
Okay, you. It might take a little bit to get to you, so I ask everyone to please be patient with the international, you know, sales and stuff because it just takes a minute with all this stuff that's going on. But
and well, I'm sorry, everyone, if we couldn't get all of your questions. But like I said before, there were like tons of them, and
yeah,
so we did as many as we could. So thank you so much for being here. Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been like an absolute pleasure.
likewise, it's absolute joy. Thank you so
And
much.
we got 57 donations, and that's literally amazing. So thank you everyone so much. Remember, you can always help through the link in the bio or checking our website, or you can put a sticker in your stories, which is like the donation button. And if you pick Global Gift Foundation, that would help a lot. So
Yeah,
thank you, everyone.
thank
Bye
you all,
bye.
and
Thank
thank you
you, Lana.
so much. Lots of love to you and your families.
Thank you. It's been
Care.
amazing.
Thank you, and you. Bye now.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
nice